Welcome to the DigiGeek. Today we are going to be doing a complete Windows 10 installation, and this would be a clean, fresh install of the Windows 10. We are not going to be skipping any step during the installation. Keep watching, and if you have never done this before, I will definitely recommend that you watch the whole video so you don't miss any important step. First, you need a USB drive that has 8 GB of storage capacity. You need a working laptop or a computer where you can create a Windows 10 bootable USB drive. If you have a DVD that came with your operating system, that can also be used, provided that you have either an external DVD player or an internal one. Make sure you back up everything from your USB drive because it's gonna be wiped clean by the Windows installation. So insert the USB drive in your computer or laptop, preferably in USB 3.0 slot, but if you have USB 2.0, that will work as well. So once you have inserted the USB in your computer or laptop, open My Computer or This Computer and just double check if the drive is appearing there. We can rename it to whatever we like so that we can remember what we renamed it to. Make sure you remember the drive letter as well. Now let's open Google and type in the search section, download Windows 10 from Microsoft. We want to get the official one and not go to any third-party site. So just double check, go there. Just double check whether you are at the proper website. Just click here and see if they are verified. We don't want the update one. We want to create Windows 10 installation media. So click download tool. You can save it anywhere. I have the option in my browser where it gives me the option to save, but mostly it goes to the download folder. So now you can see down there it's downloaded. Let's click on show in folder so you can directly and easily go to where the file was downloaded. Double click, click yes. So let it do its thing and just follow the prompts. And it will depend on your internet speed as well. So that's the agreement, click agree. If you have a slower internet, it's going to take a while. And remember the drive letter of the USB because you don't want to install Windows on another USB or a drive because this window installation is going to format the drive and copy all the files. So you lose all your files on the USB. Very important. As we are creating a USB, so we don't want to select the upgrade this PC option. So click the second option. So there are two options. One is that we can create an ISO file and the other one is that we are gonna make a bootable USB drive. We are focusing on the USB drive, so let's click that. Now, this is a very important step. You should know which Windows is already installed on your computer that you're trying to reinstall the window on. If you are doing it for the first time on the computer, then it doesn't matter. Whichever license you bought, you should download that version. So there are two types of files that you can download. One is the ISO and one is that will directly go onto the USB. ISO would be that you download it and save it on your computer. Then you can burn it on a DVD and then use it instead of the USB. At the moment, we are doing the USB. It's more convenient. So let it complete the whole process. Okay, so your flash drive is ready. Click finish. So the next step would be to find the boot menu key of your motherboard or your laptop. So let's say my motherboard is MSI, and if I type this, that's the F11 key. So when the PC is rebooting and on the BIOS screen, if I quickly press F11, I'll be presented with a menu where I'll have the option to choose which drive I want to boot from. I want to use the USB drive to boot so I can install the Windows. Different motherboards have different types of keys that you can choose to select the boot menu. ASUS, Gigabyte, and the laptops also have different types of keys that you can choose to boot from. So do check what key can be used to select the boot drive menu. The other method would be to go into the BIOS and select the USB drive. To enter the BIOS, when the system is rebooting, repeatedly hit delete. So this is an extremely important step. So you have to back up everything from your PC that you're installing the Windows on. On different browsers, your password and logins are saved. So I will show you how to get them. This is Firefox, and all your passwords are going to be here. This is Chrome. You can find all your passwords here. This is Edge that comes with Windows 10. All your passwords are going to be here. Make sure you back up your documents, your downloads, your desktop, everything. Whatever is on your PC is going to be lost, so back it up. So now take out that USB and insert it into the computer or laptop on which you are trying to install the Windows 10. Reboot. On the initial screen, start pressing that boot menu key. So for my MSI, I pressed F11 and that presented me with this menu. So now I can choose which drive I want to boot. My USB is the Kingston Traveler 2.0, so I'm going to choose that. So there are some systems which require UEFI based and some will boot with the legacy based or the plain one that's down below here. So you can choose UEFI if it doesn't boot with the legacy one. So you can try both one after the other if you are not sure. The other method to select the boot USB is through the BIOS. So when the system is booting, constantly hit Del and you will enter the BIOS. In the BIOS, you want to go to the boot. This is MSI, and every motherboard will have a different kind of a menu. So you choose your USB, and if you look here, I'm choosing the regular one. So that's the USB I want to boot from. So you go to save and exit, save changes, and reboot. So now you're going to boot through your USB. So now the system is rebooting. Now it's starting from the USB. If you had USB 2.0 port in your PC and you put the USB there, it's going to be a bit slower. If it's USB 3.0, it's going to be a bit faster. So this is the screen where we want to choose which language we want to install it in and what is the time and currency format. I'm in Canada, so I'm going to choose Canada. So English, Canada. And you can choose whatever you like. So let's install now. If you have a product key, you can enter the product key, but if you are reinstalling Windows 10, you don't need the product key. All you need to know is which type of Windows you have, and once you go online, it will be automatically activated. So I had the Windows 10 Pro, So I'm going to choose that. It's extremely important that you know which Windows already was installed. I accept the license. Next. So here you want to choose the custom install because we want to delete all the partitions. We don't want any remnants of the previous Windows on our drive. If you have multiple drives, the drive number would be different. This is drive 0. So I know that this is the drive I want to install. That's extremely important. You can lose your data if you don't know what you're doing. The best practice would be to unplug all the other drives. Just leave the boot drive there. So select delete. Delete. Now all the partitions are gone. So this is the drive 0 where I want to install my Windows 10. So let's click next. So now we'll have to wait, and I'm going to speed it up. So now it's going to restart. Now make sure when we are restarting, either unplug your USB so that your system boots from your system drive and not through the USB. Or we will go into the BIOS and we will switch over the drive. So I am into the BIOS. When it was rebooting, I quickly pressed Del. And now here I'm going to choose my main drive, which is the 960 EVO. You can see now it's selected. Go to Save, Save Changes, and Reboot. Now the system is going to boot through your main drive and not through your USB. So now it's installing everything. So this is the options screen. This is an important one. There are many things that you want to uncheck. So my region is Canada. I'll choose that. We just use the US keyboard. Click yes. You can choose whatever you like. I'm going to skip this because I'm not going to add a second keyboard layout. It asks you to connect to the internet. Once you do, it will ask you to enter your Microsoft login details. I never do that on my Windows. I want to keep it separate. So just select I don't have internet and continue with the limited setup. It's going to reboot. Choose again, I don't have internet. Continue with the limited setup, and we can later connect to the internet and it's going to update everything. So gaming PC, name it whatever you like. I usually set up the password once the Windows install, and I go into the accounts and I enter the password there. Now it's asking you some privacy stuff. I always decline. So no, I don't want that. I don't want the help from Cortana. You can choose whatever you like. And no, I don't want the speech recognition because it's going to send my voice online. I don't want that. Nope, I don't want you to know my location. No, again, I don't want you to know my location. There's no option to click don't send anything, but that's the best one. Nope. No. Nope, I don't want personalized ads. So now we are into Windows. Yay! That's the first Windows 10 boot. Sometimes it's gonna boot in a different resolution, and if you give it few seconds, it's gonna jump back to your native resolution of your monitor. I sometimes just do it manually. I right click on the desktop, choose display, and we will just choose the native resolution of my monitor. Keep the changes. Good. So if this is a reinstall of the Windows 10, then you will have it automatically activated once you connect to the internet. So let's check. If you click on this part, you see that the window is not activated. So we have to connect to the internet to get it to activate. So let's connect to the internet. Sometimes it might take few seconds before it is activated. And again, if it's brand new and you have changed your computer, you will need to get a new key. So let's go back there, this PC properties, and now you can see that the window has been automatically activated. So a few things that I like to do when I install Windows. If you can see that you can't see what is running in the background, I always change that so that I can see what's running in my taskbar. Okay, so now it's time to update the Windows. We will go to the setting and update and security. So now it's still going to take a while depending on the internet speed. If you have a slow internet, it's going to take a long time, and if you have a slow PC, again it's going to take a long time because it's going to install everything. So let it update. You can continue working on your PC while it's updating. It's up to you. So once the update is done, you should restart your PC. It's going to update everything and reboot a few times. So now everything's been updated, but we again need to go and double check. Sometimes these cumulative updates are available that need to be installed manually. Restart. So there you have it. Now you have a Windows 10 installed and updated. You don't need to get any drivers from your motherboard manufacturer or anything. Windows 10 is pretty good. All you need to do is get your graphics card driver. For an NVIDIA, download GeForce Experience, install it, and it's going to update the drivers all by itself. For AMD, go to their website and get the drivers for your graphics card. So I hope this video was helpful, and if you liked the video, please subscribe and hit that like button. Leave comments and suggestions below. Take care. Bye.